Welcome students, welcome to TS classes. In this video, we will study about infinite series. In most of the examination, a question is asked which is directly from the infinite series. Let's start our class. If in the question it is asked infinite number of terms, in between them whether there is a plus sign or minus sign or a into sign or it is combination of both plus and minus, then what will be the answer? We will do these 7 examples today. The first question is root over 72 plus root over 72 plus root over 72 plus root over 72 plus root over 72 till it is not limited, it is till the infinite. Then what is the answer? How we can solve this question? In this type of question is asked every time of any type of examination, direct question is asked. We will solve this question by first I will try this number 72. I will try the 72 as the multiplication of two consecutive numbers. I know 72 is equal to 9 into 8. That means I have to do this 72 into the multiplication of a number and its previous number. That means two consecutive number multiplication. I have to check whether the 72 is the product of two consecutive number or not. If it is the product of two consecutive number, then the answer will be the larger number. So here the question is 72 plus root 72 till infinite. The answer it will be 9. If in the question it is asked root over of 56 plus root over of 56 plus root over of 56 plus till it is infinite, then its answer will be, I have to do this 56 is equal to the product of two consecutive number. I have to check it is 8 into 7 and the answer is 8 is here. So here the answer will be 8. But in our question it is given as 72, so 72 is the multiplication of 9 into 8, so 9 will be the answer. The larger number will be the answer in case of the addition. It is the plus. Next question. It is 20 root 20 minus root 20 minus root 20 minus root 20 minus till it is infinite. The same manner I have to do. What I have to do? I have to check this 20. 20 is equal to product of two consecutive number, which is equal to 5 into 4. In the previous case it was 72 is equal to 9 into 8 and the larger number was the answer. But in case of here, it is the 5 into 4 and 4 is the smaller number. When it is the plus, then the larger number will be the answer. When it is the minus sign, then the smaller number will be the answer. So here the answer is equal to 4 is here. If in the question it is given as root over of 12 minus root over of 12 minus root 12 minus till it is infinite, then what will be the answer? Similar manner I have to check 12 is equal to 4 into 3 and 3 is the smaller in between the 4 and 3. So here the answer will be 3. Here we have studied till the infinite series and it is either plus or minus and the same number is repeated and the number is the product of the consecutive two number. Next we will study if in case of plus minus it is into, that means 5 into 5 into root 5 into root 5 into root 5 till it is infinite and the root over is whole of them, then what will be the answer? In such type of question no need of do anything, just the same number 5, here the number 5 is the answer. Similarly, if in the question it is given whole root over of 2 into root over of 2 into root over of 2 into root over of 2 till it is infinite, then what will be the answer? In here no need to do any calculation, just write 2 is our answer. Clear? Now we have studied the infinite number of terms and the whole root over is given and whether it is plus or minus or multiplication. Here we have studied 3 tricks. Next, go to the next example. The next question it is given root over of 4 plus root over 4 minus root over of 4 plus root over of 4 minus. That means here what is happening? Here one is plus, one is minus, again plus, again minus. So plus minus plus minus, if the series is continuous till it is infinite, then what will be the answer? In the previous question it is either plus or minus or multiplication. in the plus we have to check this number is the product of two consecutive number and the larger number will be the answer. Here in case of minus, the answer we have to check it is the product of two consecutive number and the lower number is the answer. If it is only the multiplication term, then the number itself is the answer, and if it is a plus minus is there, then we have to do one formula there, and the formula is 4n minus 3 root over minus 1 by 2. So it is plus. That means 4 plus root 4 minus root 4 plus root 4. If the series is given and after 4 if it is plus number, then it will be here plus. That means here the formula is 4n plus 3, 4n minus 3 root over plus 1 by 2. Here the answer will be, here the n is equal to 4 is here. So the answer will be 4 into 4 minus 3 root over plus 1 by 2. That means it is root over of 13 plus 1 by 2. This one is the answer. Now let's go to the next question. In the question it is given root over of 6 minus root over of 6 plus root over 6 minus root over 6 till it is infinity. In the previous question it is after 4 there is a plus sign, and here after 6 it is a minus sign, and the minus plus it is continuous till infinity. Then here what will be the answer? Here the answer will be the same formula we have to do, but one difference is there, and the difference is in case of formula the 4n minus 3 root over minus of 1 by 2. If after 4 it is the positive, the number after the number it is positive, then the plus 1 will be added. If after 6 it is negative, that means after the number if it is the negative, then the minus 1 will be here substituted. That means here the answer will be 6 into 4 minus 3 root over minus 1 by 2. That means root over of 21 minus 1 by 2. Similarly, by taking the another number, we can do its answer. So let's take another example. If the number is whole root over of 2 plus root over of 2 minus root over of 2 plus root over of 2 minus root over 2 till it is infinity. Here after 2 it is positive, so the answer will be 4n minus 1 plus 4n minus 3 root over plus 1 by 2. So here the answer will be 4 into 8, 4 into 2 8 minus 3 5, so it will be root over of 5 plus 1 by 2, it will be the answer. If the same question and it will be the root over of 2 minus after 2 it is plus, here it is minus, so root 2 minus root 2 plus root 2 minus till it is infinity, then the answer will be root over of 5 minus 1 by 2. So this is the most important formula. That means if after the number it is positive, then plus 1 will be here. If after the number it is negative, then the minus 1 will be the here in the formula. So these two are the most important formula. Now let us do another type of question. The question number 1 and question number 6 both are similar, but the approach is different. That means here in the question number 1, the question is root over of 72 plus root 72 plus root 72 plus root 72 till it is infinite. Here root 19 plus root 19 plus root 19 plus root 19 till it is infinite. Then what will be the difference in this question? In the first question we can check 72 can be multiplication of two consecutive number. That means 72 is equal to 9 into 8. But here 19 it cannot be done by the product of two consecutive number. So here what we have to do, this number and the next number, in case of plus it is a minus sign, and the minus sign is also the same as in the question number of 2, but only difference is that here it was 20 and here it is 7. In case of 20 is equal to 4 into 5, so 4 into 5 two consecutive number, but 7 is not the product of two consecutive number. So first when this type of question is given, we have to check whether this number can be formed by the product of two number or not, two consecutive number or not. If it is the two consecutive number, then the larger number the answer in case of plus and the smaller number is the answer in case of minus. If it is not consecutive, we cannot do the 17, 19 and 7 as the product of two consecutive number. Then what we have to do? Here one formula is there, and the formula is 4n plus 1 root over plus 1 by 2. That means here the formula will be root over of 4n plus 1 plus 1 by 2. That means here n is equal to 19. So the answer will be 4 into 19 plus 1 root over plus 1 by 2. So it will be root over of 77 plus 1 by 2 is the answer when it is 19. If I take another example is that then root over of 9 plus root over of 9 plus root over of 9 plus till it is infinity. Then 9 cannot be formed as the product of two consecutive numbers. So here we have to do this formula. That means 4 into 9 plus 1 root over plus 1 by 2. That means the answer here it is 37 root over plus 1 by 2. This one is the answer. Similarly, if it is the question it is given in place of plus it is a minus. That means root 7 minus root 7 minus root 7 minus root 7 minus root 7 till it is infinite. Then what will be the answer? The same formula what we have to use here. In that formula a rectification will be takes place, and the rectification is 4n plus 1 root over minus 1 by 2. So in case of plus we have to do here plus 1. In case of minus we have to do here is minus 1. So the answer here will be 4 into 7 plus 1 root over minus 1 by 2. So root over of 29 minus 1 by 2 is the answer. If in place of 7 if it is given root over of 5. If it is 5 then the answer will be 4n plus 1 root over minus 1 by 2. That means here the answer will be 21 root over minus 1 by 2. It will be the answer. So here by this 7 question we can remember other tricks. Only this type of question is asked in the infinite number of series, and one extra question is given in examination, the infinite series, but it is not till infinite. Let's do another example. Now this is the last example of today's class. Here it is also another trick. Here what is given? Here in the previous 7 question we have checked the series is continuous till infinite, but here it is not infinite, it is still a limited value. That means here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times the root over is given. So what we have to do is here, that means here we have to do a formula, and the formula is n to the power 2 to the power of a minus 1 divided by 2 to the power of a. That means here two unknowns is given, that is n and a. What is n and what is a? N means what is the number? Here the number is 3. So n is equal to 3 is here, and a means how many times the number is given. The number is given here 5 times. So a is equal to here it is 5. So what will be the answer? The answer will be 3 to the power of 2 to the power of 5 minus 1 divided by 2 to the power 5. That means 3 to the power of 2 to the power 5 is 32 minus 1 is equal to 31 divided by 32. This is the answer. If the question is another question is given, that is the root over of 5 into root over of 5 into root over of 5 into root over of 5, then what will be its answer? Here the same formula we have to apply. That means here n is equal to 5 and a is equal to here it is 4. Same formula we have to apply. So the answer will be 5 to the power of 2 power 4 is 15. So 16 minus 1 is 15. So 15 divided by 16. This one is the answer. So in such type of question this formula we have to remember. In today's class we have studied the infinite number of series, and by the help of infinite number of series we have seen some tricks related to this infinite number of series. So in the examination we can do easily how to solve such type of problem. Thank you.